Hi everyone. Are you ready to start recorder? This is so exciting. Okay, by now everyone has received one of these beauties, the Soprano Recorder. Okay, and I want to go over some beginning stuff with you, so this is kind of important. I want to take a look right here at this picture, okay? And because it explains what the recorder is and how it works, because you know what? Maybe you're at home and you go, I broke it. Well, you didn't break it. Wait, it comes apart in 3 pieces. Let's talk about these 3 pieces, okay? So let's start here at the top, okay? This is the head joint. This is the part that makes all the noise, because when you blow in here, okay, the air goes through into here, and it hits this edge right here, like hitting a piece of edge of a paper, and it cuts the air and makes a vibration, and then that vibration travels all the way down into the instrument, and we shape it and change it as it goes along. Okay, so it says up here for tone production. Now, tone is how nice something sounds. Okay, and we want to make beautiful sound on here. We don't want to sound scary. Okay, so look at this up here that says tone production. Place a very small amount of the mouthpiece into your mouth. Okay, so I don't go, okay? I just see this little scoopy here thing. It goes right there, and you just place it and you blow very lightly. Not too bad, just nice gentle air. Because if I blow too hard, oh, my animals run out of the house. Okay, we don't want that to happen. Okay, or the baby starts to cry. Something awful will happen. It's an instrument, and we are making music, so make sure that you blow nice and gentle. The other thing you want to do is make sure that every time you play, you say the word two. We don't put our voice in it. We just go two, 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 two. Try that with me. Two, two, two. And then you say that two into your instrument. So instead of going hoo, 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 that would sound like this. I use the two. Instead, I go very, very lightly. Okay? All right, and that is our head joint. Now, this is no fun. I gotta make some more noise with this. I'm gonna make some different sounds. Okay, over here, we're gonna go to the body of the instrument, and that's the biggest piece of the recorder. Let's see, which way does it go? Does it go that way? Well, it seems to not stay together. Maybe it's the other end. Try the other end. Okay, so we put that together. Now, when you put it together, how do you line it up? Okay, well, this whistle part should be lining up with the holes. See how my holes are over there? I gotta fix that. So I turn it and I mess with it until all my holes and my whistle are all lined up. Oh, it's still crooked. I fix it. There we go. Bam. There we go. And now I almost look just like this picture over here. And you'll see here it says the left hand on top, and there's a hole in the back that my left hand thumb goes on. So this is my left hand because it makes an L, and I say, okay. I turn my hand down so I have that okay, so it's nice and gentle. Open it up, and my thumb goes on the back, and my first finger goes there, my second finger goes there, my third finger goes there, and my pinky gets a vacation. My pinky's like, la la la, I don't get a job, I just over here in the dancing in the air. Okay, so this pinky does not have a job. It will if you go to a woodwind instrument, but right now it does not. Okay, so that is great. So what about these other holes? Oh, well, that's where my right hand will go, okay? So we'll get to that later. But we're going to start with our left hand. I know a lot of you don't like doing your left hand on top because most of you are right-handed people. But we have 2 hands and we have 10 fingers, and we're going to use all of them. So please bear with me. It just so happens that the way the instrument works, that the left hand goes on top. Don't use your right hand. If you do, it's not the end of the world, but it'll be very hard later on if you decide you want to do something like play flute. And if you learn the recorder, your fingers will be right in place. Or maybe you want to play clarinet. Your fingers are right in place. Or even better, saxophone. Boop, 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 boop. Left hand on top. Okay? So I just want to make sure that if you do that, you'll be all set up to maybe play one of those instruments as you get older. All right. My instrument's still kind of sad. It needs its foot. Okay? And I don't know if you noticed, I have all these little strings on a ring on the bottom. Each one of these strings represents a different level of when I earn and are able to play certain songs. So the first one is the white belt. If you guys get really good, you're going to get your white belt, and then your yellow, and then your orange, and your green, and your purple, and your blue, red, and maybe eventually be a black belt. Okay, but we're going to take our time. We don't start at the end. We're going to start right at the beginning so that we are perfect. Okay, so we have this nice white belt here. Okay, so I'm going to put my foot on my body. Otherwise, I'll fall down. Without my feet, I'd go, ah. Okay, now I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to put my foot on my body. I could line it up for now, but later on, when I have all my hands, my fingers on here, oh, it's too far away. So what's really cool is that I can actually twist it a little bit in so that when my hand comes down, my pinky just naturally goes there and not trying to go here. Because look what happened to my hand. If I tried to reach over there, all the backs of my fingers came off, and now my recorder's not going to work. Okay? So that's the body. So let's go over one more time the tone production, because this is the most important thing you have to do this week. Place a very small amount of the mouthpiece into your mouth, being sure that the teeth don't touch the instrument. You don't have to go, okay, we're not biting our instrument. Just your lips. Just right there. Right there. If you're going in your teeth too far, okay, so just your lips. Very, very gentle. The mouth placement is called embouchure. Look at that weird word, embouchure, and it almost sounds like embouchure, but it's embouchure, and it's what we do with our mouth. So anything we do with our mouth is our embouchure. So remember we talked about brass instruments. Brass instruments start their sound with a buzz. So they, with their embouchure, they're going. That's their embouchure. A flute's just going, because they blow across and everybody else is blowing into their instrument. Unless, of course, you're a string instrument and then you're playing your bow. Ooh, okay? But so the embouchure is anything you do with your mouth. So blow very gentle, gentle, gentle. I will say it a million times. Gentle into your recorder. And softly exhale rather than blowing. Okay, it's just a gentle. We're making music, not noise. Okay, and at first it might sound a little kooky until you get better, but always gentle is your friend. Start each note playing with the syllable tu, do, or da. We're gonna say tu. Okay, and this is called articulation. Articulation is anything you do with your tongue. So when I go tu, that's my articulation. And then, of course, proper articulation is essential for good musicianship. It makes the sound better. So if I was playing the song Mary Had a Little Lamb, and if I was playing Mary Had a Little Lamb and I was only blowing and I was going, it's okay, but it would be better if I used my good embouchure and my good articulation and I went, sounds better. Okay, so you have your instrument, you know what to do with your tone production, and we're ready to get started. I'll see you later. Bye.